Hello everyone, my name is kaisleyserema. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the first episode of my new series that I do not have a name of yet. But it's essentially a series where I will be analyzing a lot of the Gen Z or millennial trends that are going around because there's so many I can't keep up. I thought it would be great to start the series off with online dating. So we're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and most importantly, the ugly. If you're interested, definitely keep on watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. I feel like from everything that I will be saying, it'll seem like I'm not for internet dating, but I'm indifferent. I don't think it's good or bad, and I will list all of the reasons in this video. It's no secret that online dating has been a very popular way for people to go out and meet over the years, but it is especially known for catfishing, scamming. It's dangerous, essentially. And I do think it's very important to trust your gut whenever you come across a person on the internet, because you're given a small amount of information about a whole complex human being. So it's very necessary to overanalyze everything. The first important thing you have to look into, well, the only thing you get essentially, is pictures. Analyze who's in them, how many people, who's the person with. Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Are they a homebody? Do they go out partying? Do they smoke? Do they drink? Narcissist? That's normally the first batch of questions that I ask whenever I see a person's profile. And then the age, of course. Number 2. 4, 2. This is the part that you really need to break down and critique the bio. The most difficult 500 characters, in my opinion. I don't know why I feel like it's difficult, because it's basically just explaining yourself. But I feel like it's difficult because you're imagining what the person reading it is going to think. So you're not exactly explaining yourself. You're more creating a facade, I guess. It's like a video game where you have to build up the person that you want to be instead of who you actually are, which is what I feel like I tend to get from a lot of people's bios. The one thing I've seen constantly is people love to make lists of just words like art, music, love, and they think it explains them. It doesn't. Who are you? If you're watching this and you intend on creating a profile, or you have one and you want to enhance it, please put your height. It saves a ton of time. The first piece of advice I'll give you is, whatever you want and you're aware that you want from the beginning, ask for it. And if that person isn't willing to give it up, and that's all, period. Now that you've gone through the pictures, you've gone through the bio, you've overanalyzed everything, the messaging. I asked a few of my close friends what they think about online dating and what they don't like. A few of my male friends said they feel like they carry the conversation, but they are the same ones that open up with hey. But y'all ain't ready for that chat. I just feel like if you're starting the conversation with hey, it's on the other person to continue that conversation. You are not carrying the conversation. All you did was start it. I will say that before you decide to create a profile with your single self, because you need to be single unless you're in a polygamous relationship. Before creating a profile and putting yourself out there, please make sure that you know what you want. It makes the search a lot easier. It definitely does make it a lot more lengthy, because now that you know what you want, you're not compromising anything less, so you'll keep left. You'll have to swipe left for a long periodically time.
We have to sit out here and wait a long periodically time.
Let me give you an example of me not wasting my time by voicing what exactly it is that I wanted. So there's this guy that I came across and I swiped right, of course, so we matched, and so then I went to the bio, and this guy went on and on about his pros. And then when it came to speaking about cons, he was like, he said something like the pros outweigh the cons, or there's no cons. For me, a person who doesn't realize their toxic traits and continues to ignore them and is confident in that has a god complex, and I don't want to partake in that. But I was like, okay, let me give him a chance. Maybe. So then I messaged him and I'm like, hey, I see that you listed all of these good things about you, but surely there's one bad thing that you can speak about. The conversation went on and on and on and on and on without him listing anything. So I'm like, hey, bruh, my question. And then finally he's like, yeah, I consider myself to be a narcissist. And I was like, and then I replied, oh, that won't work because I'm an empath. And then he replied, okay, like a grown person, I'm happy about that. I unmatched, we both moved on with our lives. See, in that situation, I understood myself. I knew what I wanted in understanding that. And he was mature enough to comprehend the whole situation and say, okay, sharp. All right, on to the next. Because the way the app is built up, you don't need to waste your time on one person. Different types of people are so accessible that investing your time in someone that you don't think could work in the long term is stupid, mental. What are you doing? You don't want that. Please do something else with your time if you have that much time, babes. When going through these apps, please be aware that there's crazy people out there. So please be safe. I tend to talk to the person over a long period of time so that I get to know them. But even then, that's not enough. So try video calling before meeting. Text someone, let them know where you're at. Send your location, live location, knife, pepper spray, all of them. The one person I ever met off of Tinder, I met him where I was with my friends, like a bunch of my friends, males, girls, all of them. We were having a braai and he was the only person actually that no one knew. So that was a good situation. Make sure if at all you decide to meet someone, it's in a public space and you're safe. You make sure you're safe. And if at all you're uncomfortable even within the date, leave. Do not compromise your safety. Texting versus face-to-face. With the person that you're trying to get to know, I definitely do think FaceTime or video calling is better than text, because text can be misconstrued. Sometimes you don't understand what they said, but to make sure you communicate your message properly and you can correct yourself if that person doesn't understand, definitely FaceTime or video call. And for me, if we don't meet up within 2 weeks of speaking, of back and forth banter, then bye. I don't know if it's the whole thing about a lot of people being easily accessible or the fact that I'm not really searching for anything right now, but bottom line is, if I wanted a pen pal, I wouldn't be on a dating app. I'm not even gonna hold you, okay? I'm gonna be straight, no cap. These dating apps are quite shallow. The fact that all of them are photocentric is a little bit shallow. You're basically judging someone for what they look like without judging the whole context of that picture instead of who they are. And I'm pretty sure that the people who have sapiosexual on their bios only swipe right because of how you look. So now I'm going to read out all of the cons that my friends sent me, see if you guys can relate. People that don't have bios or put effort into their profile, i.e. shirtless picture and that's it. Guys, boys, I feel like boys are the one people who just don't understand how to be swipe rightable. Number one, please, no shirtless pictures. I get that you're confident in yourself and I appreciate that, but it comes off as a bit narcissistic. Also, don't take pictures with your sister, your mother, female friends, ex. Basically, don't take pictures with anyone of the opposite gender, because when someone is looking at your profile, they'll think, oh, I don't know who that is. That could be your girlfriend and you guys are looking for a third. To be safe, don't. She also mentioned that she doesn't like the useless small talk in the beginning about absolutely nothing. Yeah. It's also unfortunately part of the process and you can't skip past that. So yeah, she also mentioned that it gets addictive at some point. You can't stop swiping. It's like the way the app is set up, it makes you want to keep searching and looking. Also with the little prompts that come up like secret admirer, it's like it's constantly putting out prompts for you to keep staying on the app. So it is addictive. Another friend of mine said you never know if you're being catfished, and that's so true. But one way that I guess kind of managed to stay away from catfishers is, one, if the person only has one picture on their profile, X, swipe left. If they only have memes, swipe left. If the pictures look too good to be true, swipe left. He also mentioned that for some reason when it comes to online dating, there's this preconceived notion that Tinder, he said Tinder specifically, is about sex. I sense a lot of, I know that a lot of people on online dating apps are about the whole hookup culture, and that's why I feel like it's really important to voice exactly what you want from the get-go, from the jump. Otherwise you'll be running around in circles, and then at the end you're like, oh, why did this person do this to me? Ma'am, sir, you didn't ask. My full self. The last thing he said is, for me, it's superficial at times because of the image people are giving you from their profiles, which goes back to the first thing I said. People put up what they think you want to hear, so be careful. My friend sent me her problems in the form of voice notes, so I'm gonna have to listen and then explain. She said she hates it that and I quote, I hate it when those white men post pictures with a big fish. This one I genuinely really hate as well. Guys tend to take group pictures and then there's not a single picture of them alone. So it's like you're playing, this is what she said. She said you're playing Spot Mike and you don't know who Mike is. So you don't even know what you're gonna get. If at all you're going to take a group picture, make sure it's like one or maybe like with two people. Then I can see, okay, yes, you are an outgoing person, I get that, you have friends, you're not a loner, but I need to know who you are. Which one are you? And also I feel like group pictures are really tricky because I will see all your friends and I will think, hey, you're the bad one out of all of them. I want all of your other friends. I'm not gonna hold you. That is all I had for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this series, let me know in the comments below. Definitely share the video with all of your friends so that they know what and what not to do with the online dating profile. Please save us all the energy, the time, the left swiping. Okay, you can definitely as well suggest topics for future episode down in the comment section. Just let me know whatever you want. Remember, it's Gen Z and millennial trend related. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Queer. Queer. In counterpart. I'm not ever fully, I was gonna say fully single. I'm always fully single. Okay.